Hello, this is Troy with the Noble Grafted In Middle Position, looking at Genesis 15:6. And he believed the Lord, he believed the word of the Lord, he believed that Eleazar would not be his heir, that a son that didn't exist would be his heir. God counted that to him as righteousness. Not believing that God exists or that there's got to be a creator or the man upstairs must be there. That's not what he's believing. He's believing an actual truth, talking to an actual being called Yahweh, his creator. They're having a conversation, and God, in that conversation, said, no, not Eleazar. It'll be a son I will give you. That verse is quoted here. He's called a friend of God. What good is it, brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, so this is just an example, and one of you says to them, go in peace, be warmed and filled, without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So he's saying this is a contrast to just daily life. So also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. But some will say, you have faith, I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. That's not the actual argument here. Faith apart from works. I will show you my faith by my works. You believe that God is one. There it is right there. There's a belief that, yeah, there's a God. You do well. The demons believe. So what James is trying to say, demonic faith doesn't save. Demonic belief doesn't save. And Shudder, do you want to be shown, you foolish person, that faith apart from works is useless? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he offered up his son Isaac on the altar, that son that he didn't have in Genesis 15 that was promised? And then he was believing in the resurrection because an offspring has to come from a son that if I sacrifice, you'll have to raise from the dead. That kind of faith. You see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was completed by his works. And the scripture was fulfilled that says Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. And he was called a friend of God. You see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. Luther, Calvin, Tulip Crowd, Bad Atonement Theory. And in the same way, was not also Rahab the prostitute justified by works when she received the messengers and sent them out the other way? So there's a Jew, there's a Gentile. For as the body from the spirit is dead, faith apart from works is